All right, ladies and gents, the comment section is getting a little bit toxic, so I thought I would make a video that hopefully should give you guys a little bit of reassurance, calm you guys down. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now guys, crypto as a search term over the past 12 months is at record lows, guys. We haven't been this low since July all the way through to October of last year, of 2024. I feel like the time is gone. We actually then had a massive spike in interest around December. Now, little thought experiment. Should we be buying at the top of the interest, or should we DCA at the bottom? Well, all you've got to do is come to the trusty old Bitcoin chart, and you can see that all from this range, right, from, let's just say from July all the way through to October, this was when interest in crypto was at record lows, guys. And you could have really got Bitcoin for 53k, 56k, 55k, right? 60k, 66k at the top. This was when nobody was Googling crypto. And I notice it as well because the views on the channel are down, the comments are down. Everybody is now getting at me saying this is a scam. All of these coins are scams. Blah, blah, blah. But then what you'll see is around December up here was when interest for crypto reached all-time highs, okay? Or at least for 2024 was all in this period here. Everybody wanted to know about crypto. They're Googling crypto, what cryptos to buy, right? Probably bought a load of shit coins and then had to hold through this downturn, guys. And look, July all the way through to October-ish was Bitcoin season. Then we had our altcoin season, which basically like lasted for 2 months. Okay, that's why I always say to you guys, when we do break out of this, it's probably going to be a matter of a couple of months. This should be the last blow off top for altcoin season. In here, interest in crypto spikes, right? We see another one of these, maybe go to like 95, 100. People buy into altcoins, boom, they get wrecked yet again. Another chart we need to look at, the flippening chart. Okay, so this is the ETH market cap, right? And where should we be buying? Currently, we're at the range lows, right? 10%, 9% has been the range lows over the past 5 years. We actually got all the way down to 11%. So didn't even get that 9%. Now we're back at 13. So I do believe anywhere in this range low, like underneath 20%, is where the most money is made. And the flippening refers to the hypothetical momentum of ETH overtaking Bitcoin as the biggest cryptocurrency. And it's not only Bitcoin to ETH or ETH to Bitcoin. You'll see flippening narratives start to trickle down, right? Flipping of Sol into ETH, flipping in of, I don't know, whatever the next one is, Sui into Sol, okay? There's always a narrative, but what you want to be doing is trying to find charts that look like this and buying down here when everybody is fed up. Another chart to look at, Pi cycle top, guys. 150 DMA times 2 is going to be 168k at the top. That's if we just spiked up to the top right now, guys. So we have got a good amount of way or a good amount of room for us to continue this cycle. And, you know, in this last little push from 100k, 60% move shouldn't be too hard to achieve. Would be where we get the blow off top, guys. And you can see historically, we have always at least just reached this red line. We've actually always blown through it, guys. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Why would this time be any different? If you don't believe that, look at the MVRVZ score. Every single time the cycle has finished, we've had one of these violent spikes. In between, it has been lackluster. It has been boring. It has bored people out of the market, guys. And so far, it's doing the exact same thing. It's just been Bitcoiners who have been making the profit right now, guys. And are we just gonna completely veer away from previous data that all the last cycles have shown us? Or is it going to be the same like it always is? I know what I'll put my bets on. 2-year MA multiplier has always reached the upper area of this band, guys. And again, last cycle didn't break through it. This cycle, maybe we're just shy of it. But the 2-year MA multiplier is going to be around 300k. Now, I think that's a little bit unrealistic considering you're seeing the diminishing returns over cycles, but it does show that we're not even at the median of this, guys, right? We're not even at the median. So we should have some room. We're only at the previous all-time high, right? So we should have some room for growth. The golden ratio multiplier, we're not even at the second band, guys. 1.6 upper ball height is going to be 133k. The 2 upper ball height is going to be 167k. Again, confluence with that other chart we just looked at. The pure multiplier, guys, or the pure multiple, right? Every single time we've reached the all-time high, you've seen one higher spike, right? We've had that mid-cycle high and then all-time high. Mid-cycle high, all-time high. Mid-cycle high. We've already broken the all-time high, guys. So the pure multiple looks like it is ready to give us even more gains. So while it's hard, while people long resistance, which doesn't make any sense, while they long resistance, guys, just remember that these are the same people saying it's all over when it does dip back down. Okay, they're not buying bottoms. They're not buying 98k. They're not buying 92k. They're not buying 70k, 75k. They're buying range highs, okay? This is why you see the comment section. This is why you see the sentiment filled with these people who are screaming the loudest, because they're making the same silly mistakes. People like myself and yourself watching the video right now, we know we're just chilling. The cycles haven't told us that they're over yet, right? The data has not shown that the cycle's over. The data shows that at the end of every cycle, that is when altcoins outperform. The cycle is still continuing. Why have altcoins not performed? Because the cycle is still continuing. So look, I know it's boring. I know there's been a handful of alts. And again, there have been a handful of alts that have performed really well. And if you bought at a decent price, you're still up. There's going to be some that, you know, you think is a decent price. One of them for me is ARB, right? I've been buying a lot of ARB. I bought all the way at like 80 cents and it's just been going down. But I do believe that ARB, you look at the regular chart, look at that. Look at that. There's so many cryptos that are poised for massive breakouts like this, guys. All you got to do is zoom out and wait. Go to the weekly chart. Look at it, okay? So many of these cryptos. Ondo, right? Buy zone. Pumped out of the buy zone. People don't buy in these buy zones. They buy waiting at these all-time highs and then wonder why they never make profit, because the coin's down 64% and it's a scam. So Ethereum, if you bought start of the year, you're down, okay? Many more examples of that. But the main thing is that you have to be patient with these things, guys. The market is going to time-based capitulate a lot of people. And I can see it happening. So I just wanted to say, go through the charts. Go through historically what happens in each cycle for yourself. If you're looking at certain altcoins and you're thinking, why have I bought that? You may need to, number one, de-risk yourself. You may need to reshuffle your portfolio. But all it takes is 2 seconds to look at the Bitcoin chart and see that this is not bearish. See that we are in the last few months of the bull run. That is historically where we go the most parabolic. That is historically the best time to get out the market, guys. So I know it can be hard. I know it can be tough. I know it can be boring. But patience is going to be your best friend in this cycle. So I wanted to make a quick video for all of you guys. You let me know how you're feeling in the comments. There's still going to be some of you who are fed up, and that's fair enough. Let me know how you feel in the comments. We're going to be switching up some of the videos on the channel over the coming week. So again, prepare for that. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.